welcome to the Matrixxx Groove Hour. It is, wow, what is it? Friday? July 12th, 2019, and Q has been on fire, guys. And before we go any further, I want to welcome Shady Grooove to the Matrixxx Groove Hour, my partner in justice, Shady.
What is up, my friend? Are we keeping up with this, or what's going on out there? Hello. Great to be here, everybody.
Wow, I don't know, man. It's just been incredible. I mean, the Q drops. Q has been on fire. We're gonna get through these. We left off at 34:15, and we're gonna start there. But I do want to bring in Carly Bonet. Welcome to the Matrixxx Groove Hour.
Carly.
It's like synonymous with me now. The dun dun dun.
Maybe so. It kind of fits.
I love it.
Carly equals. And look, guys, we are going to actually be covering some deep, dark stuff. So I want to start this day off with, a prayer. I want you guys to pray for the children that are in harm's way, the operators that are in harm's way, the POTUS and Patriots all around the world. So let's just start off with just a quick moment of silence for everybody. Just please pray. Some heavy stuff, guys. Some heavy stuff, and amen to all of that. And let's just get right into it, Shady. Shady, we had a Q post yesterday. Let's see. Remember, we're probably this weekend should have the Q bot redone and nipped in the bud, if you will. But we are one post off. This is 34:15. It leads to a Life News. Court rules President Trump can defund Planned Parenthood and will cut almost $60 million in taxpayer funding. Wow.
This is amazing.
Yeah, that ruling actually stands, Shady. So what does that mean? That there's precedence, correct? So that $60 million will become probably billions, guys.
Yeah.
PP, Planned Parenthood, news, more coming. Q. Boom. Pretty self-explanatory, but we also have a PP that we're going to discuss in the next thread, but we'll get to that. But I wanted to also really quick, just so you guys know, Q finally calls out solid_MAGA, aka Fast Jack, aka Punish Breadbox. If you guys know these people, these are the people in Discord that have the servers to attack Patriots. These are the guys that have the servers that attack myself, Shady, and any good patriot that is doing a good job. As the board owner, this is Q calling them out finally. I've been waiting for this. I have been waiting for this. And Anon says, I think the war room and links to Q proofs and tools are essential components of the bread. They're there to help Anons and new lurkers to Q research. It is one post per bread and is vital information for Anons and new fags and normies. It has the links to sealed court cases, etc. If you cut that out of the bread, you are cutting out the heart of Q research. That War Room bread post will be essential to new eyes coming to the boards. The shills attack bakers all the time and the bread, and they have since the beginning. As a longtime Anon, I think this is a wise choice. Also, CAPTCHA did not stop any shills. Those CAPTCHA codes are just insane, guys. Just made things more difficult for all of us. Like when you were trying to post something important fast, you get stuck in CAPTCHA hell for a minute or two. As BO, board owner, you should discuss these decisions with Anons, bakers, and board volunteers before you, one person, Fast Jack at solid_MAGA on Twitter, decides to change the way the bread has been since November 2017. I strongly disagree with the shortening of the bread and killing the war room. Research, links, posts. So at the top of each bread on Q research, and guys, let's just do this to show you, okay? This is Q research. American Patriot, thank you so much. any and all. We've been shilled so hard by these people. This is the catalog right here. It's 8chan.net/qresearch/catalog.html. And here's I filter by creation date, when the threads are created, okay? There's your creation date. And then the one that looks like the Iwo Jima flag is the latest bread, usually, unless board owner locks it. That's another story for another time. And here are all of, this is what the Q bread looks like. This is the latest bread. Right here, the notable thread and war room thread.
Hey man, flip your screen up. I think that maybe get your window capture up.
Oh, do I have Windows capture off, guys?
Sorry, bud.
So
I just flipped back over and saw that it wasn't up. Sorry, guys.
Real.
We got it.
I'm real. I'm not a bot. Beep, boop, bop,
He's
boop,
not
beep.
a bot.
So this is Q Research, right? So let me just go back to Q Research and show you what it is.
Just start at the top there so they can see. You're not that far behind.
Yep. So this is Q Research catalog. This is the catalog, and I sort by creation date. There's bump order, reply count, random, bop, 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 bop. Creation date means when the thread was created. These here are sticky. You know, these letters of gratitude, all of this, the suicide. So this right here, the Iwo Jima flag, QAnon Research, is the latest bread. Okay, and what they wanted to take out was, here are Q's latest posts, right? And then they wanted to take out this notables thread,
which is the main section of the bread. This is where anons that think things are notable bring them up to the top so that we can all see them in the initial reaction and all of the links and stuff. See, this is what that anon meant by the heart of the bread. Each bread has all this stack of information. This is where it should be. The bakers should put this information to the top of each one, and the board owner is being resistant to that.
Yep, and board owner, just so you know, has been in rooms with Mike Rothschild, Neon Revolt. He's been shilling and part of the big shill storm that is attacking the Q movement.
You'll know him as a solid_MAGA. He's attacked me personally. He's came after me. He doesn't really focus on any of the research. He's just seemed very interested in attacking Patriots.
So here are the threads. Here, there's endorsement of Fast Jack. You know, here's Baker handoffs. These are supposed to be the notables that are supposed to be on every time. It's yellow because I got a notable. So you got all that kind of stuff there. Boom, 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 and you know these are the kind of things that are posted on the board. Now, the board isn't for everyone, guys, because there are clowns still on there. But it was funny yesterday when we had a shill Baker, I was saying, Anons, it's time to take control of our board again. These people are, in my opinion, are part of the attack groups that are out there attacking really nice patriots out there, like myself, Jordan Zather. I mean, you name it. You name it, they're attacking. This is the board log. They didn't think we had this, but we have it. Look at all the different deletions. Look at all the deletions. Look at all the censorship. Fast Jack is solid MAGA. Look at this. Look at this.
This is important. This is important because what he's showing you here are all the posts that anons are making that this person is deciding, well, we can just take it down.
Patriot Mom, it has nothing to do with Code Monkey. Code Monkey runs all of 8chan. This is a board run by the board owner that used to be 8-Bit, who we miss dearly, and was taken over by Punished Breadbox, now calling himself Fast Jack, a.k.a. @solid_MAGA. Okay, this is Penn Ultimate Shitlord is the name of the other guy. He's a board volunteer. And there are several good bakers. I mean, there's a lot of good bakers that I know on Twitter that are amazing and that follow me, and I follow them, and they're, you know, I thank everyone for their service because this is not easy to do. But this is supposed to be, why are their posts being deleted? You know, they say, "Oh, we're just trying to clean up the board," and
but all
posting.
the stuff that
all the anti-Matrixxx posts stay, right? All the anti-Patriot posts stay, but they clean up what? What are they cleaning up, guys?
Well, I'll tell you one thing they're cleaning up. They're cleaning up a lot of the information before. Like, I'm not doing it now, but whenever we first started digging into the bloodline, the Illuminati stuff, they were cleaning up a lot of the stuff I was posting over there. I would go back, it's not there. They were taking it down.
Yep.
So, you know,
Breadbox would take down our Paysur research and go,
that's one of the reasons I stopped working over there so much.
So because the board and Q finally called out the board owner, I'm very happy to be back at 8chan. posting on there, and I'm glad that people have been posting some of my stuff on 8chan and our stuff, because my stuff is your stuff. It's not owned by anybody. It's all public information out there, and it's all free. But very, very interesting. And I wanted to
Q called him out.
Q called him out. Q called him out in a big way, and I'm so happy about that. And what's interesting, Shady, is before I said we need to take this board back because there was a shill baker, and here's Q talking about
the shill
baker and board owner. All right, and there's some other stories about that I don't really want to get into, but you know, it'll be a great book someday. So basically,
what would you say you do here?
Yeah, Jack.
What would you say you do?
What would you say you do here? So just very, very interesting stuff. You know, Laura Norwood, God bless you richly. Love you both. Keep on fighting. Keep on keeping on, gentlemen. Thank you very much, Laura Norwood. We appreciate you. Thank you. Thank you. So there we go. That's that. Then let's go into the next one. How does LDR Rothschilds connect to the Bronfmans? Find the bridge. Think company. How is Bronfman connected to NXIVM? Go backwards. NXIVM. Who pled guilty? New York Times. Allison Mack. When does a bird sing? And the full post is here. Watch New York City. News unlocks 55Q. And we go ahead and look at that. There's the Twitter tonight on the Ingram Angle interview. Alan Dershowitz, welcome aboard, Alan, says he was introduced to Epstein by LDR. And LDR is Lynn de Rothschilds, guys. At the negative 1205 mark. 12 plus 5 is...
12 plus 5 is 17.
Oh my gosh, Brenda Snyder, my Twitter account got suspended when I hit 10K.
Oh wow, that's terrible.
Brenda and anybody that's on Twitter, put at POTUS on every tweet, guys. If you put at POTUS on every tweet, it is in the National Archives. It's harder for them to do this to you. Yep. For whatever reason, my account is still active and alive. I am just blown away beyond belief. All right, so there's that. And then let's look at this. This is Claire Bronfman pled guilty in NXIVM sex cult case, leaving leader to stand trial alone. Seagram's heiress, a.k.a. Illuminati bloodline Bronfmans, who ran drugs for the Vanderbilts
and the Oppenheimers
and everybody else and run Canada. We are the news now, says Spooky's Queen. Absolutely, where we go, one we go all. So there it is, a cult-like group that branded members. All right, and then this is Q's post right here. Allison Mack, NXIVM, arrest date, when does a bird sing, Snyderman resigns, date, coincidence, eyes wide open, who will be next, watch New York City, watch California, Q. Now, if you remember this, Snyderman was the NYC AG, and as soon as he resigned, that's when they arrested Harvey Weinstein, guys, and Allison Mack. So
that's right.
This is big stuff, guys.
Snyderman is, looks like he may be in NXIVM along with a few more of the people like Anthony Weiner and Joe Brand. Lots of them connected to this. It's interesting that this story got so pushed under the rug, Matrixx. Look at what, I mean, this one case is over and it's really nothing. Now you're getting ready to really see what's going on here. The public is going to see this.
So let's go to the...
Dershowitz last night was so nervous on Ingram. It was very interesting to watch.
12:05 mark. Here we go. Ready? I'm going to get to it right now. There we go.
Or in the future, it's a war over demography. It's a war over making residents the equals of citizens. And in their view, the argument that they're advancing is we were so sinned, we the Americans, were so sinned at our origins, we can't be modified, adapted, or improved. We have to be dismantled and reconstituted on their agendas, according to their agendas, and therefore they're going to have a lot of power and influence in the future. And so when you mention all of these incidents of the San Francisco murals or the Nike shoe controversy or the soccer team, this is the trench warfare, or these are the soldiers at the front who are fighting for these elites that we see in the Democratic primary, who are advocating Medicare or health care for all who cross the borders, who are escorting people illegally into the United States, who are attacking the past, demanding reparations, or remember the New York Times video op-ed where they said we're just okay, we're not really exceptional, or what Representative Omar detailed in a recent Washington Post interview where she said she was very disappointed after leaving a refugee camp to see things weren't too good here in the land of her host. And so this is the
that's not
the
the
raw side
negative
of what the
1205,
elites
so we
are
got to
talking
do math
about, but
now.
It's the
Jeez.
same agenda.
All right.
It's to create a new
Hang on.
future by reconstituting.
Hey, I'm got you here.
47.
Looks like about the 28-minute mark.
28-minute. Thank you, guys. Here he is. There he is. I'm like, wait a minute here.
About 27 minutes.
A liar. Let me
that was the other dude.
categorically. She made
That
up
tweet's marked
I
on.
never met this woman. It was part of an extortion plot.
Wait a second. Let me just do it one more time, guys.
Professor Emeritus and author of the introduction of the published version of the
Author
Mueller
of the Mueller
report,
report.
Alan Dershowitz. Professor, good to see you tonight. Why not fight this out in court in an effort to clear your name?
Well, I am going to. I have to do two things. One, defend the First Amendment right of every American to respond to false charges. And second, if the case does go to court, to show that she is a liar. Let me repeat categorically. She made up the whole story. I never met this woman. It was part of an extortion plot to obtain $1 billion from Leslie Wexner, a businessman, the man who owns Victoria's Secret. Her own lawyer admitted to me on tape that it would be impossible for me to have been in the various locations at those times, and that his client is, quote, wrong, simply wrong. I commissioned an investigation from the former head of the FBI, who concluded that she was wrong. Her own lawyers withdrew the charges, saying it was a mistake to do so. This same woman who accused me accused Bill Clinton and Al Gore and Tipper Gore of being on Jeffrey Epstein's island, and the reports of the Secret Service.
Bill Clinton did go to the island, right? Yeah, Alan, Bill Clinton did.
No, he was never on the.
But he never went on the. He was never there ever.
He was never on the island, and Secret Service records confirmed that he was never on the island.
There was discrepancies, though, Alan. Wait. There was discrepancies on other matters with Bill Clinton. He said he was only on 2 flights. Turns out, or 4. It turns out there were 6. I mean, he said Secret Service was always with him. It turns out they weren't always with him when he was on Epstein's plane. So I wouldn't throw yourself in with Bill Clinton on this necessarily.
Let's talk about Al Gore. Al Gore. She claimed that Al and Tipper Gore were on the island. Not only did Al and Tipper Gore not know Jeffrey Epstein, but guess who Al Gore's lawyer was? David Boies, the same lawyer who claims that this woman made these improper sexual allegations. He could easily have just called his client Al Gore and said, Al, were you ever on Jeffrey Epstein's island? And he would have
weren't
told
talking about Al Gore, Alan.
No, he was never on the island. He didn't know her at all. The interesting thing is that Epstein is being prosecuted now, and they're not using this witness. The FBI and the U.S. Attorney's Office are not using this witness because they know she's lying. They know she has a long record of perjury.
Does she have that same lawyer that you said you have on tape? Is he still representing her?
Yes. Oh, yeah. It's David Boies, who has, and his law firm, have one of the worst ethical records in the history of the United States. They have more ethical charges against them than any other major law firm.
Yeah, it's a big law firm.
It's a big law firm, but he's the head. He's the head of the law firm. He was charged with unethical conduct by the New York Times. In the Weinstein case, he was charged with questionable conduct. In the Theranos case, he has absolutely no credibility. But in this case, he knows that his client made up the whole story, and he told me that, and I have it on tape. All I did was repeat, basically on tape, what he had told me.
Well, that's devastating
that she was wrong, simply wrong.
Yeah.
It's devastating.
Right,
I do have
got it.
and it'll be
as
played
a former
in court.
defense attorney. Made this comment about.
Do you know I'm shaking my head so much that it's going to fall off?
I know it's.
This is what you call fake MAGA.
Yes.
Jump on the MAGA train to cover their asses, and now it's coming to bite him. And this guy who's been contributing to Fox and contributed to the Mueller report and contributed because, oh, I'm a libertarian and people go after me because I'm pro-Trump. These are the bullshit people. I'm sorry, I cursed.
No. Bill Clinton was never on the island. Al Gore wasn't either. Neither was I am telling you the truth. Have you entered the Twilight Zone, guys?
Let
What
it
do you think?
sink in, breathe.
Al Gore was never there. And the fact that he said Clinton was never there when we've seen the flight logs. We've seen the flight logs.
Yep. Bill Clinton was there 23 times. Welcome aboard, Alan.
That we know about.
Yeah, that we know about, exactly. All right, so that's interesting. We got to have a little fun with this stuff. And if you don't like it,
It's so ridiculous.
There's an exit sign on the door, guys.
This guy is not ashamed to go on a news program and flat out lie to you. I mean, if you didn't see that, then it's something that is pretty obvious, everyone, that we have them right where we want them.
Shameful. It
is.
shameful. It's just
Absolutely.
so. It's killing me.
Just go hide. Don't come on TV and lie.
That's right. I mean, they're just,
Unbelievable.
it's panic mode. This is clown media. This is clown media, guys.
But they're all doing this. They're all lying. And if we don't call them out and laugh at them.
Hey,
have to
Jeffrey
laugh at them.
Fowler, Jeffrey, Bill, I just can't do Bill. You know what I'm saying? He is, Bill is here. Bill, get
Shut up, Bill. Shut up, Bill.
jeez, get him back in the closet.
Only thing he wants is more attention.
I know, right?
We're getting ready to
did
get you
see-
some attention, Bill.
Did you say, just so you know, don't tell Hillary, I voted for Donald J. Trump.
Oh, God.
All right, get out, Bill, says Mark O'Connell. I'm with you. I'm
Get
with you,
him
Mark.
out.
Let's get him out of here. All right, so what city was Epstein arrested in? New York City? 5-5? Watch California. Q. What city? What was it? Teterboro? What was it, Shady?
Yeah, Teterboro.
Teterboro.
Airport.
We got a couple of things here. I smell burning pants. Liar, liar. It's pants on fire, Sandy White. That's right. And Janice Litton says, Twitter won't let me get past 9,000 for over 2 months, even though I've been getting a ton of followers every day. Just took your advice and tweeted at POTUS. Thank you for the hat tip. So if you notice, every single tweet that I have, what does it say right there, guys? At POTUS. Okay? And that, I think, it goes into the record, the record, permanent record. So our tweets will go in the permanent record if you have at POTUS. All right. So the next one is a link, and it says R. Kelly arrested on federal sex crime charges, guys. I kind of knew. I mean, R. Kelly doesn't have the cleanest record. But this is
quite the
federal.
opposite.
This is federal, right? Here we go. Sorry.
Same
R.
charge he had
Kelly
before.
is in there right now in jail. I want to know where my daughter is. Where is she at? Answer that question.
Miss Kelly was arrested yesterday.
Answer that question.
Walking his dogs
No,
yesterday.
no.
After he walked his dogs, he was arrested. The Northern District of Illinois. Hold up a second. Hold up.
We was at the Trump Tower yesterday.
Any questions?
No meeting.
I was not at Trump Towers.
I said we was at Trump
I wasn't
Tower
there.
yesterday.
What they got to do?
She wasn't there. Well-being check.
Okay, so come on. I ain't moved nobody.
No, you a part of his camp, right?
I'm not a part of any camp.
Why are you speaking for him right now?
Hold on a second. Let me explain something to you right quick.
Are you speaking for
Let
him
me
right
explain
now?
something to you right quick, because I'm not going to allow you to come in and interrupt my press conference. Y'all coming at me as if I have your daughter. No. I'm not. Hold up a second. I'm not a part of any camp. I am.
Wow. So that is news.
What
Interesting.
are they saying? That their daughter's being held at Trump Tower?
No, I don't think so. I got it as he was at a meeting at Trump Tower, but I don't know.
Yeah, he was talking about a meeting at Trump Tower, and I think that the people that are there are people that are extremely upset at R. Kelly personally, and they're coming after his spokesperson. I think is what's happening there.
Yeah, that's what I think
Well,
too.
who's got their daughter?
I don't know.
I think that they're one of the people there are someone who R. Kelly has abused, like
Yes.
like
Oh,
his
so she might
a
be
father,
being
a
held for
father,
questioning. She might
right?
be-
Someone
Oh, I got
who's
you.
a victim as they're
That's
trying to
confusing.
interface with the spokesperson.
Somebody
and being,
that R. Kelly abused.
Right, someone's parent, someone that R. Kelly abused parent, looks like.
Janine says R. Kelly has 2 people's daughter as slaves, and they deny it, though. So that could be, Janine, thank you. It could be, again, protect, prayers for that family. Now, Q asked us about the Bronfman-Rothschild connection. Also, just so you know, Alex Jones's lawyer is Bronfman, just so you know. Just got to make sure that we keep that in front too. Both Rothschilds and Bronfmans, incidentally, have close ties to John McCain. Had Hillary been elected, we never would have found out about NXIVM. Do you guys realize that? When the MSM was going to talk child sex trafficking rather than marginalizing this as a mere sex cult, remember they called it a self-help group in the news?
Yes.
All right. When the MSM is going to talk about the rich and powerful people charge of this, when is Claire Bronfman going to be arrested? The next thing you will see is elites and celebrities distancing themselves from the cult, pretending it's just a few bad apples. Again, here's Linda Rothschild and Evelyn Rothschild with the Clintons. I really appreciate this picture, but this Hillary was Hillary number 3. This isn't the real Hillary, just so you know.
It's my favorite Hillary.
That's my favorite Hillary right there, Shady. And then this is really good too. If you guys want to check it out, it's a lot to take in, but we have Anon, a brilliant Anon that did some brilliant research to tie the Bronfmans and the Rothschilds together, which we already knew. This is something that an Anon said. B.O., your move. This is about Solid MAGA again. Solid_MAGA, Fast Jack, a.k.a. Punished Breadbox if you ran upon him in Discord. Your move was shilly AF. Anons told you it was a bad idea and that Anons and lurkers rely on notables as is. If you want to do something to improve the board, do your job in checking the kitchen and don't let Baker bake who are ignoring irrelevant info that is called out by Anons. Q made it pretty clear what he likes you to do and what he likes you to do to support Anon's work. You are doing the opposite. You doing the opposite will not be working. Do what Anon's long asked you to do and what Q told you. Get rid of all-time CAPTCHA. Leave notables as is. Clean up your kitchen by checking bakers again. Also, boss told you, so do your job and help Anon's the best way you can. Funny, they tied it to a POTUS tweet that said, had the majority and blew it away. This poor leadership is bad and bad timing. This is poor leadership and bad timing. So they tied that to
one of the POTUS tweets yesterday, right?
Yeah, around the same time. All right. So now, what are the odds of that? Right?
What are the odds of that?
And this is John James, who actually copied this word for word from Jordan Sather. This is one of Fast Jack's little buddies, just so you know. John James. Trump just retweeted an account dropped by QAnon whose name is Save the Littles. Their cover photo is a picture of 2 children from the interview here talking about the secret pedo and human sacrifice rings being exposed dark to light. Now, I do want to make sure that Jordan Sather, in fact, let's just go ahead and show you Jordan Sather. And you can compare timestamps. But it's okay.
Yeah, he was hijacked.
It's okay though. In my opinion, that this is still a Q for Jordan. I'm gonna give the Q to Jordan. Here's Jordan Sather's tweet at 8:44 p.m. and here is the tweet at 8:54 p.m. Okay. So pretty much word for word, guys.
Yeah, I went to Jordan's tweet and I said Q sent me.
Yep. So Jordan, I see it, but Jordan also understands that this information that we tweet out is everybody's information. Q just chose this one for whatever reason. It is what it is. So he'll take the assist and I'll give it to you, Jordan. Well done, friend. And this is the actual video. I have it on Twitter too, believe it or not. It says 339 views, 344. It was, it had thousands of views last night. Now it's only got 343. Amazing, isn't that?
The numbers game is ridiculous.
The president was at the social media thing yesterday. It was very interesting. If you didn't hear that,
and I'll go over some of that too.
Yeah,
we got a lot to go over, guys.
He said that. He's like, I see it. I'm looking at it, and it says 7,000, and then it says 6,000. He's like, how does that happen? It was awesome.
Patriot Mom, yes, I saw this video a long time ago too. I also have the. Let's just listen to it.
Stop touching each children and stop touching each other, and we have will face and stop touching ourselves and face our urge.
What else are you going to stop doing?
And stop touching ourselves. And we're going to stop touching ourselves.
And what else are you going to stop?
And stop killing babies. And stop killing
Wow. So,
But we're going to face our fear and face our
yeah, how do you like
Gonna
that
face
video?
your fear.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Because fear is what?
fear is the mind killer.
And you're going to help us to catch? Who are you going to help us to catch?
All the people. Papa, Mr. Collins.
So you guys can go
All
see
the
the video
policemen.
yourself.
All the
Think about
social
speak-
service.
I'm going to leave it because this could actually take us down on YouTube. But I also have a tweetable version that had over 4,000 views last night. Now it's only got 343. The people are finding out, aren't they? What store, Mr. President? You'll find out. I just tweeted this out. People are finding out. And it is absolutely amazing. You have front row seats. I also saw a video that Roseanne did, our comedian Roseanne friend. She did a don't panic, don't stress, because what you're going to see is some pretty crazy stuff. Shady put it good yesterday. Remember the tweet with the actual doctor there or whatever, and the fetus is on the floor. That's nothing compared to what you may find out, guys. And I want you guys to understand that you're watching a movie. I want you guys to understand and just observe the movie. Try not to react to it too much in a way, because they feed on your feelings, and just keep those prayers up, guys.
They feed on your emotions, and allowing those to get one way too much or the other is subject to them being able to kind of manipulate us. That is part of what we're uncovering, is the emotional underbelly of us and how they control us with emotion. And so part of what anons have to do is work in this environment with as little emotion as possible, so we can see the truth.
Right. And this is very well said. This is Doxy, I'm praying. Yep, me too. Amen. This is more on the children littles. This is Hampstead Uncovered. This was an SGT report video. It's about 51 minutes long. If you guys want to know more about it, definitely check this video out. Hat tip. It was done, I think, April of last year. That's weird. All right. So we got that. So check that out too. I don't know. Did we drop it in yet? Let me.
I got it. I'm dropping it.
You got it. There it is too. All right. So then this was done by our Kiwi Patriot, who's out there right now, trying to find out Wheels Up. That night when Wheels Up was tweeted, I was like, oh my gosh, this is a company, guys. Hang on one second. All right, so I don't know what's happening. There's some weird messages coming on here. But look at this. So if you look up Kenny Dichter, basically, Claire Bronfman, heiress to Seagrams, pleads guilty in the sex cult case, right? Q asked us, who pled guilty. That was her. Then we look down at the review Tequila Avion complete lineup. Guess who's on the board of directors there? Director. Founder, Chief Executive Officer, Director, Wheels Up Partners, Inc., Kenny Dichter. Very, very interesting, huh?
Imagine that.
Imagine that. So there is some sauce to Wheels Up and Bronfman connections. Well done, Kiwi Patriot out there. Well done, my brother. Hey, give a 17 to Kiwi for that decode. I'm going to do that right now.
Light him up.
Light him up, Kiwi. That's for Kiwi right there. That is it. Good job, brother. So let's do that. Let's move on to the Q post today. Here we go. QAnon post for 7/12 for God and Country, folks. This will be my thread for all Q posts Friday, July 12, 2019. Draining the swamp and more. Let's go. Look at all those 17s for you, Kiwi. Man, so happy to know you, my brother. You are a patriot. And just so appreciate you and all the mods, every single one of you. All right. So again, this happened at 38 seconds past the hour of. So this actually is one that we just went over. That this is the John Jam, Jordan Sather tweet, if you will. So I just put it in there again because it was 38 seconds after the
midnight.
Day, yeah. So yeah, imagine midnight, right? So here we go. This one happened today, 10/19/57. How do you feel your admin if a majority of those in politics are corrupt, draining the swamp? And now we've got Secretary Acosta plans to resign. Boom. 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 Now, I'm going to jump ahead really quick because I want to show you something that I noticed that, what are the odds, right? So this right here is Pat Pizzella. So Trump Labor Secretary Acosta has become a distraction, and that Deputy Pat Pizzella will become acting secretary. And my question is this a Scaramucci model? Public opinion, optics do not matter. Temps can be very dangerous to those who are targeted. That's a Q post, guys. So I'm thinking this is part of the Scaramucci model.
Part of how we introduce evidence is to highlight, look at sort of what happened here. They went right after Acosta. Acosta had connections to this case. Now they've utilized their ammunition and exposed what? They've exposed themselves.
Right. Absolutely correct.
So we pretty much set them up to expose themselves in this whole Epstein thing. And now they're going to be exposed as liars too, because they're all trying to pretend like nobody that knew the Clintons had anything to do with Epstein. It's insane what's going on with Google and the search engines now. Go to the search of Epstein, and it's almost only pictures of him and Trump.
Yep.
Now.
Yep, absolutely. And good point, Shady. So the next one is the New York Society for the Prevention of Cruelty to Children in the Kill Box. Yo. Q. What? There was
and
no
this
yo.
goes way back.
Q did not say yo. That was Matrixxx embellishment. My bad. So New York Society. So that was very interesting. So what do we do? In a kill box, right? So this is the website, SPCC. We're going to just kind of quickly go through some of this. This is their website here. There's some interesting stuff about this. They were founded in 1875, Shady. Very interesting date, and that's going to play into a little bit more as I go down here a little bit. By the way, we were right about Wheels Up. Wheels Up flight logs, class 1 to 99, under investigation by the FBI, DOJ. Q. So remember, Shady and I were actually talking about this yesterday. I'm like, I think Wheels Up took the place of Lolita, right? The Lolita Express when Epstein
like the Lolita Express. The Lolita Express was like the architect or the blueprint.
The blueprint, and for the higher ups, right? For the higher ups, and this is for the lower higher ups, if you will.
We had to get rid of things like flight logs and knowing which person was landed on what island. All that was mayhem.
And guess who's connected to this organization? The New York, what is it called? The New York Society, the New York Society of the Prevention of Cruelty to Children. Guess who, Shady? Federico Minella. Guess who that person is?
Look at this. Managing director
at Rothschild Inc. Yo.
So we have little bit of a insight here, guys. It's going through. I mean, look at this.
There's more. Ready? Guess what? Look. Do you guys notice anything weird about this? Where's their event taking place at?
The Standard Hotel
in New York City, in the penthouse. And if you guys look at the penthouse, the Standard in New York City, there's a bear with a child, a young girl in there. I mean, it's disgusting. Okay. Then we've got the Mueller hearing delayed. What are the odds of that? It's delayed 7 days, I think, to the 24th. Again, here we go. We've got it right here, July 24th. What are the odds? That's Mueller. Here it is, bloodline, Shady. Now we're connecting this to the bloodlines, not just, they're just child traffickers for the politicians
wives
that are here today. These are the bloodlines, guys, and the wives, Shady. So
and they set up the organization in the exact same scenario where they present it with a name that is like, who could not be for cruelty to children? And the organization really is a children harvesting front.
So in 1921, women were added to the board of directors of NYSPCC. And for the first time in history, the two women were William K. Vanderbilt, Mrs. William K. Vanderbilt, and Mrs. Mortimer L. Schiff. Guys.
No relation to Anderson Cooper or Adam Schiff.
No. No relation.
Not related bloodlines that were ahead of this organization in 1929, definitely, or 21, not related to Anderson Cooper and Adam Schiff being loud right now. It has absolutely nothing to do with one another.
Nothing.
God, we're getting good at this.
And Shady, these are just digs that we do. Guys, do you remember?
What are shovels used for? Digging.
That's what we Anons do. We dig, right? All right.
5-5.
They won't
There's
be able
more.
to walk down the street.
Guess
And
whose
that's
wife?
Yep.
Vicky, Chris Cornell's wife, appointed
Yep.
to the nonprofit council supporting abused, neglected children. Rest
And
in
I think
peace,
I
Chris.
think
And she was not a good woman. Just, I have a feeling this is connected to Chris Cornell's death.
Yeah, and I think that once we go back through this, we're going to find a lot of connections to musicians, better halves, quote unquote, aka Courtney Love, other people who are going to be connected to this society of.
Well, we've got Courtney Love already connected to Jeffrey Epstein's island.
Yep. So that, like I said, the deeper we dig, and going back even, what did you say? It was like 1875 or whatever this started. So there really is a lot more digging still to do here, guys.
More digging. And I saw Chris Cornell and his band Audio Slave on the top of David Letterman's studio, man, and that was absolutely amazing. I've seen Soundgarden a couple times. The guy's got a phenomenal voice. Phenomenal. All right, so then we got find out the people that went to that island. POTUS. Anons know. I think 2 shows ago we went over a bunch of people, and that included Tom Hanks, that included Chris Rock, that included just so many people.
It was Chris Tucker.
Chris Tucker. Thank you.
Yep, and then quite a number of other high-ranking celebrities.
Yeah, it is a deep hole, Jeff Boyd. It is. And that's why we need to keep that armor on and protection, because...
And Carly, Carly was hitting into this just a second ago about they're not going to be able to walk down the street, similar to what we were seeing there by the extreme frustration from the parents of the child that R. Kelly had whatever was going on with that. But that's the way the whole country is going to see this. They're not going to stomach any of this once they start to see the reality of the avalanche that's going to come down on them. And that's why they're so nervous right now, and that they really are not going to be able to walk down the street, guys. There is no way anyone is going to tolerate this once they know the information. It's just that easy.
That's right. And Donald J. Trump Anons know, because we know that he did hitch a ride with Jeffrey Epstein at one point, and we do know that he threw him out of Mar-a-Lago. Okay, so let's listen to our president.
I was not a fan of Jeffrey Epstein, and you watched people yesterday saying that I threw him out of a club. I didn't want anything to do with him. That was many, many years ago. It shows you one thing, that I have good taste, okay? Now, other people, they went all over with him. They went to his island. They went all over the place. He was very well known in Palm Beach. His island, whatever his island was, wherever it is, I was never there. Find out the people that went to the island. But Jeffrey Epstein was not somebody that I respected. I threw him out. In fact, I think the great James Patterson, who's a member of Mar-a-Lago, made a statement yesterday that many years ago I threw him out. I'm not a fan of Jeffrey Epstein.
That's right. And remember that, guys. Remember that. And we knew that. Anons know. You guys out there know. If you guys know that our president is behind this unmasking of human trafficking and these corrupt, satanic Illuminati bloodlines, press 45. I really think that us Anons here know. I think all of you know. All right, so we're going to go on quickly. Not quickly, but briskly. So Q posted this. Love it. Try harder. Look at that. 45s. Look at all you people that know. You guys are brilliant patriots. I love each and every one of you. Wow, look at that. Look at that. You guys are amazing. Brad, oh my gosh, thank you, Brad Umholtz. Here's some shovel money. Keep digging. That's awesome.
Thanks a lot. Nice.
Damo says, mind totally blown. Courtney Love, Rothschilds. Yeah, I know. It's mind blowing. The connections are deep. The rabbit hole is deep.
Well, even just to touch on that for a second, going back to whenever Kurt Cobain passed away, Courtney Love's dad was out there on the radio and talking about that she was behind. This was her father was saying that she was behind his murder and that she had something to do with it and that she was part of an organization that wanted him dead because he wasn't going to go along with the structuring of the tour and the way that Nirvana was making money. He wasn't playing ball with them, and Courtney Love's father thinks she helped kill him.
Oh, Demos, wow, 45. Thank you, man. Thank you so much, brother. And that is so true. All of these people, somebody even said it up there. I can't remember who it was, but they said, makes sense. The name was called Audio Slave, right? For Cornell's other band, right? Soundgarden and then Audio Slave. This is Tegan Goddard, who is Political Wire, at Political Wire, says, how QAnon makes people miserable. This is what Q pointed us to. And here's the article. How QAnon makes people... Is anybody here miserable?
I'm not miserable. Carly?
Anybody here miserable?
No. I'm loved.
I'm just wondering if anybody here is miserable, because I'm not miserable. I'm actually feeling so empowered and
yeah,
it's kind of crazy to be right all the time. I don't want to be right. Shady, Carly, I don't want to be right with all this stuff, man.
Hell no.
And this Q thing is amazing. Look at happy people. Look at this. Hell no to being on the miserable.
They're all happy, Matrixxx.
Look at that. Not miserable, empowered. Very well said, hopeful American.
Q might cure depression.
I think so. I'm having such a good time, Damos says.
Well, maybe this is a cover because he's saying QAnon makes people miserable. The only people that are miserable are the people being exposed.
Mirror, right?
Right.
Mirror.
So look at that. So let's read this. Ready? Vice says, one of the most disheartening signs of our advancing hell world are the thousands of people, I think it's more than thousands, of people who wholeheartedly believe in the deranged conspiracy known as QAnon. We're a deranged conspiracy, guys. How about the deranged conspiracy?
As opposed to the underanged conspiracy people.
That's being perpetrated upon us, right?
Right.
All right, so it is near impossible to summarize the entire QAnon conspiracy theory, as it is fluid and ever-changing, and that is very true. The nuts and bolts are that the secret government insider, the titular?
Titular Q.
The titular Q. What does that mean?
Oh God, I love when they break out the.
I think it means renowned or the all-seeing or the omnipotent or something. I think that's what that word means.
I mean, there is a GTFO, the titular or GTFO on the board. So I mean,
GTFO here.
Titular Q. All right. So the titular Q has taken to the internet forum 8chan.
It's a high society. I know to bring it to don't talk about
of all places to drop clues known in the community as Q-dropped breadcrumbs, and how President Trump is taking down the deep state.
Deep state?
The conspiracy takes some twists and some turns into the occult.
Strawberry?
And ever-present cabal of pedophiles, possible executions, and the idea that JFK Jr. may have faked his own death and is cosplaying an old guy who goes to Trump rallies. While QAnon conspiracy often feels like an elaborate troll, the titular Q, I love that, an online community of real, actual people has built up around it, and that's absolutely right.
I can't breathe.
Titular Q. Or you can say,
hey, Shady, did somebody say titular? Who said?
The Queen of Ketsa.
And the Queen says titular Q.
Bollocks.
All right, Cue Carly laugh track.
I can't breathe.
Right.
Now this is
the titular Carly has an amazing laugh, doesn't she?
Or out of sorts. Now we're in.
Bloody
Hey, Shady, nice titulars.
Oh, thank you. I just had them made myself.
All right, so this is funny. Hate that sound, titular. Linda Taylor, there's an exit at the door up on top. You may use it. I love Carly, and you keep laughing. God bless you, Carly.
Oh, you're making
you.
Cry.
I love this.
Breathe, Carly, says Pseudonym.
Breathe, Carly, I'm trying.
Hey, Pseudonym, if you would do me a favor and drop your thread that you did yesterday on JFK Jr. real quick in Discord, I would really appreciate that. I do want to show people that we do understand that JFK Jr. is not alive. And, is it plausible that he is? I don't know. But Q is telling us that we're doing it. Juanita says, I sound like iPod. I love iPod. I'm taking that as a huge
That's a compliment.
That's a compliment.
Huge compliment. Yvette Rivera, you're hilarious. Thank you. Because we do deal with some dark stuff, guys. And we've got to bring some light to it. And we've got to laugh at these people, man, because they are absolutely on the panic mode, and it's funny to watch. And we're going to look at some stuff that's funny later that Carly has brought for us to look at. Let me see. I'm waiting for Sue. There it is. All right. So Pseudonym is a mod here. And look at this. When fake news can't attack you, they can't attack you directly using facts, right? They're saying that I'm alive, and it's pissing me off. Now, again, Pseudonym does a really good job pointing this out. Is JFK Jr. alive? No. Q. That's pretty cut and clear. Oh, but disinformation is necessary.
Twice he put it there. Come on now.
Right. But disinformation is necessary. But we can. So what does fear look like? And look at the fake news. They're saying the Daily Beast. Pro-Trump conspiracy theorists now believe JFK Jr. is alive. And you know what? They're probably the ones in our movement saying that he's alive, guys. Do you realize this?
5-5, Matrixxx.
Right?
That is exactly what's going on.
Are we starting to understand this, right? Policy Blades, who doxed me and my family, believes that JFK Jr. is alive. So does Dixie Doodle.
Oh, and I worship the devil because I had a rock picture.
Oh my gosh, Carly.
Oh,
she's a piece of work, that one.
My goodness.
So please get this thread out. It is absolutely amazing. It's a tough one. I mean, because look at this. Here's another one. The Inquisitor, John F. Kennedy, fails to reappear because you guys look like idiots saying that he was going to reappear. I'm sorry, guys. Then there's like, oh, POTUS Drogo Q, he's piloting the Blue Angels plane because he's a pilot. Come on, man. Really. If he's alive and we can prove it, we will show it. But until then, we can't.
This is the point. This is the point that we're making, and there can be another point. One, if he is alive, then the deep state knows what they're doing or knows what's going on. If he is not alive, Q could be easily using this as a narrative to scare them. If he is alive and a threat to them, then he will be brought out later to crush them. It really isn't relevant, but we have to stay within the borders of what Q has told us, which is that JFK Jr. is no longer with us. And if we keep up with this, you actually are doing a disservice to him.
And the movement.
And the movement. That's right.
So POTUS and JFK Jr. were friends, guys. They did have a relationship. There was a plane crash in 99. Hillary did get a Senate seat in 2000. That was the start. That was when our president said, oh, my God, this is ridiculous, right?
Something's got to be done.
Something's got to be done. So that's my decode of it, right? And Sue did a great job. And this is my response to her. Great thread. We fight to honor all patriots. R.I.P. JFK and JFK Jr. We fight in your honor. We are fighting in your honor, gentlemen. And not just you two. Many, many others who've given their sacrifice for what they thought was good. The body count, the Clinton body count, all of it. We are fighting for you, for ourselves, for our country, for our children, for the future. So keep that in mind, guys, when let's just drop the JFK Jr. stuff. Very interesting, okay? Now, I want to show you a couple of things here on the social media summit, Carly. I thought this was an amazing thing. I've got the link right here if you want to watch it. Shady, what is it about? It's not an hour and 45 minutes because there was a lot of time waiting for the stream to start. But I want to show you something here. I want to show you at the end. By the way, Sebastian Gorka has me blocked. Sebastian Gorka was he was the wheel for MAGA Coalition. Sebastian Gorka's wife was actually in a Q drop, threat management. Sebastian Gorka's wife was actually security secretary for Ted Cruz, anti-Trump. Sebastian Gorka was actually fired by the White House. Sebastian Gorka is not a good man. And let's watch our president's body language. And I do believe that fight outside the White House was planned, okay, by Sebastian Gorka.
Good job. How's your new show going? Good?
Let's just go up a little bit further. Here he is. Here's the pompous. Hello.
Good job. How's your new show going? Good?
Very well,
I
thank you.
heard good.
Thank you. Yes, indeed. America First, Salem Radio Network, Sebastian Gorka. We have 500 million people that we can access with you as well. And we thank you for the role that you've played in making sure that they try and
Look at how he looks away from him.
Throttling us.
Fake news. They're trying to divert your attention.
What message would
They're playing with your mind, Sebastian. That doesn't work with you too well. Let's go.
Doesn't work with people in this room. What message would you have us send to our followers about what's being done to them and the importance of this issue for 2020? Because a lot of people out there who call into my show don't want to use their real name, are afraid of putting their views up on the internet.
Then it was cut. Now, Sebastian Gorka says Q is garbage. Do you guys think Q is garbage?
All right, folks. So the beginning part of it.
So that's it. So, okay. So that's my message to Sebastian Gorka. He has me blocked on Twitter. In fact, what is he, Seb Gorka? Let's see if I can find him here somewhere. Seb Gorka wins big, no contest 5 hours ago. I'm blocked. So he's the new media. All right. So, yeah, Seb Gorka did win big because he staged that stupid-ass fight out there. And that's just my opinion, guys. All right. So, I thought this was interesting. Look at this Twitter status. This is actually from their status page, and it had investigating in the kill box. We are currently investigating issues, and people are having access to Twitter. We will keep you updated. Here is, I had -1 follower and -1
You went to -1.
I did. And I think most people, there was a lot of other people did too.
I had zero.
I had 0.
I had -1, so whew.
That's weird. What's with -1?
There were a couple other people saying, I think larger accounts were also saying they had -1 as well yesterday.
Yeah.
I went 24 hours. No one could see my content. It's like it was marked everything was sensitive for like hours and hours. Everything was Oh God!
I love it. So let's look at some posts. I mean, they still think that they can stop what is coming, guys. You were warned, Jack. The strike will be fast. Let's keep playing. Coordination between shills and Twitter. At Jack. He or she who laughs last. Nobody is safe. And guys, there's a lot of at Jack posts here. This is, let's just go over there. 21, but some of them could be Pasobic too, because that's who Gorka runs with, because they want to be the new media. They don't want you and I to be the new media, guys. You're the new media. You guys are the new media. So these are all the at Jack comments. This is Jack Dorsey, Alex Jones permanently banned. This is a lot more than you realize. Think collective attacks versus Q. So Alex Jones is part of the attack for Q. Okay, just so you know. At Jack, FB outages today. At Jack, shadow bans lifted. 24, legal cover pre-testimony. Twitter denies the current adoption of shadow banning. Political viewpoints, no discrimination, etc. Pride ourselves regarding no censorship and open and transparent, etc. Twitter re-engages shadow banning across entire platform. You've been a bad boy. And Nancy Pelosi in Killbox. Remember, let's just remember that Facebook and LifeLog. LifeLog was canceled, DARPA program on February 4th, 2004, and Facebook was founded on February 4th, 2004. But it's just 3 high college kids with a bong in their apartment that invented Facebook, right, guys?
Yeah. There's rumors out there that Zuckerberg can't write one line of code.
Yeah. Yeah. He doesn't know how to code.
Right.
All right. So your hands are dirty. So there's all the Jack posts, guys. There are some other ones that aren't at Jack. But look at that. I mean, he has a secret Twitter handle. We found that. That was back in, oh my gosh. People have power. Don't forget how to play. Together you are strong. FB violation of your privacy. Facebook actively tracking you. Facebook reading your private messages. Facebook censoring anti-conservatives. More will drop. We have it all. Class action lawsuits are effective. Global. At Jack, you're next. What is Jack's secret Twitter handle? Dummy accounts to talk. What you see is limited. Think emails. Loretta Lynch, Hillary Rodham Clinton, Hussein, etc. Okay? So there you go, guys. They are scared. And I was wondering if this had something to do with the Q team yesterday. Twitter down, injection good. Q144. Also, this is a really good one. This is a brilliant Anon. Took notes about the social media summit. I highly recommend you guys checking it out. Okay? It was very, very good. There's 3 pages here. We don't have time to really go through it all, but I think it's important for you guys to see. So if that could be dropped in the chat, I would appreciate that. I think you guys are already on it. Also, people are talking about Patriots, right? So far, intheMatrixxx has been doxxed. So far, I've been demonetized. So far, I have been shadow banned. And soon, we will be deplatformed if no action is taken. This is the doxing. Okay? This is the demonetization. So Patriots are able to monetize. Ha! Wow! By the way, in this doxing thing, they spelled publicly wrong. But hey, I'm just going to say that, just going to leave that alone. Demonetization. Shadow banning. These are all from the deplatforming, the removal of social media user or account from a platform. That's banning. That's happening all over the place. Shadow banning, the subject of hiding or demotion of social media's user visibility, typically in search results. I have that. You have that. We are all in a little container. Okay? All right, so I thought that was very interesting. Those are from pictures from there. And then, you know what? You should look at this Q post. It's pretty much a Q proof. You are witnessing a coordinated misinformation campaign ever to be launched against the public, all in an effort to protect themselves from prosecution, public exposure, and regain power and control. Attempted removal of duly elected president of the United States by illegal manufactured means. They believed they could win public support by controlled assets, media, technology, Hollywood. These controlled assets set out immediately to create division through the use of pre-designed misinformation campaign. Groups such as Antifa were funded and formed to prevent and or lessen the appeal for regular, hardworking Americans to gather and express non-narrative viewpoints. Control of this projected narrative depends primarily on their ability to con the masses into thinking they're a majority. Like the people that are attacking Q people saying that they're this or they're that and we're right and they're wrong, right? Because it goes downhill. You've got POTUS level attacks, Q level attacks, and then actual Patriot level attacks, okay? It's a tiered system, and it's all relevant. The mindset of most, if the majority of people believe this, then this must be more true than that. This is CIA classified 1 through 99, 56, human psych and emotional distress. And IIED is, let's just Google that one more time. IIED is intentional infliction of emotional distress, okay? When people say, Matrixxx is a Patriot or this or that or the other thing, it doesn't matter. That's what they're doing to you. The mindset of most of the majority is people believe this, then this must be more true than that. Without public support, they are powerless. We, the people, hold the power. United, we are strong. And Shady, can you read the next part?
Absolutely.
That whenever
any form of government becomes destructive to these ends, it is the right of the people to alter or to abolish it and to institute new government. laying its foundation on such principles and organizing its powers in such form as to them shall seem most likely to affect their safety and happiness. Prudence, indeed, will dictate the government's long established should not be changed for light and transient causes, and accordingly, all experience has shown that mankind are most disposed to suffer, while evils are sufferable, than to right themselves by abolishing the forms to which they are accustomed. But when a long train of abuses and usurpations pursuing invariably the same object evinces a design to reduce them under absolute despotism, it is their right, it is their duty to throw off such government and to provide new guards for their future security. You are witnessing the systematic destruction of the old guard. Q.
Amazing.
That's what we're doing.
That's what
we are throwing off the parasite.
That's right.
And the parasite is big, and it encompasses our whole world, and it's not an easy task. You don't just frog march them into the DOJ.
That's right. That's right. So, despotism is what we are absolutely fighting. Dictators and despots.
They are attempting to turn us into a totalitarian system, man. I mean, that is literally what they're talking about. They're talking about totalitarianism. Free healthcare for everyone, free school for everyone. We're going to get rid of airplanes in 12 years and cows are no good. I mean, look at what you're being told. It is absolutely, you can't make it up. I mean, where are they coming up with this stuff at?
That's right.
That's what they're doing.
That's right. And we are tired of it, guys.
Yes.
We're tired of the lies. We're tired of the demonization. We're tired of the abuse, guys. We're tired. And, had she have won, we wouldn't be where we are today, all talking right now.
No, that is true. That is not where we would be.
Also, wanted to just show you that this video was 55 seconds long. The social media summit. Let's go look at Q55. Look to Twitter. Exactly this. My fellow Americans, a storm is upon us. God bless. Just things that are just very, very interesting.
And let's I don't know, did we touch on the timing with Twitter yesterday? Twitter goes down for like 45 minutes, an hour or so, and came back up the moment he took the podium.
Yes.
The moment he took the podium to speak at the social media summit, Twitter came back online.
Yes, as soon as POTUS started speaking, Twitter came back up. Boom. And that is, literally at that time. Then there was a couple of, ups and downs there after that as well. So, wow. Let's go over to Carly. Carly has some cool things here on her Twitter. Carly.
And we just want to make sure that everybody's doing okay. No one is feeling depressive. No one's.
Yeah. How you guys doing? How you guys doing? Let's do this.
I mean, you just can't win any more than it. I mean, maybe we could win some more. Let's see. We'll hold on. We'll see if we can win more.
Do you guys have the spirit in you?
They have the spirit in you.
Me too. Carly Bonet with I Got the Spirit in Me. Let's take a look, guys.
No more trouble in my life. My heart's desire's been fulfilled. I don't get frightened or worried. I got the Lord by my side. I get down and I pray. God is word on my tongue. He'll never let you down. He'll never let you down. He'll never let you down. Oh, he'll never let you down. 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 He'll never. I got spirit in me. I got spirit in me. I got spirit in me. Yes, I do. I got spirit in me. 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 Oh, I got spirit in me. I got spirit in me. I got spirit in me. Oh yeah, I got spirit in me. 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 I got no spirit yet right now. I got spirit in me.
Look at that.
I got spirit in me. I got spirit in me.
Carly Bonet, I got the spirit in me, and God wins. Isn't that right, folks?
Amen.
Amen. So, Carly, people are asking, tell us about the song.
Okay, well, I did a CD, Dream to Extremes, and I wanted, some more dance stuff because I had done Angel Without Wings, which is a bit too dark for the Christian contemporary community. So I heard the song and I changed the lyrics. If I got the music in me, I changed it to I got the spirit. I got the Holy Spirit in me. And it was just great when we went to film the video. We were in Times Square, 6 o'clock in the morning, and there was no one on the street. And it was amazing. It was just like God was with me through this whole thing.
Wow.
And I have the song Me on there that was #1 on MTV in the Philippines, but nothing ever broke here. And I was with a church that was just using me. And it's not the first time. You get in these mega churches and it's all about the money and it's not about the spirit.
Right. Wow,
And,
wow. Well, thank you for that song, Carly. It's absolutely amazing. You are so
no problem.
talented.
Yes, I am so much more than laughing.
She is. She is. Believe it or not, Carly is much more than laughing.
But we laugh to laughing. There it is. There it is.
Right. So we've got that. We've got some good stuff happening right now. Carly, where is I see your YouTube. Boy, I wanted to try to get your Patreon as well to show everybody your Patreon.
It's on my pinned tweet. I have Patreon. I have
there it is.
GoFundMe. I have PayPal. If you go to my email address, and anyone that joins my Patreon, I have 3 people now. I'm sending everyone, if you don't mind giving me your address or you have a P.O. box or something, a copy of my Dream to Extreme CD, because I still have a couple hundred in the trunk here, so that's my gift.
I want an autographed one.
Patreon. Okay.
There's her GoFundMe, guys, right there. Let's go back to see what else is over here. We've got, this is her Patreon.
Not everyone asks for an autograph from their spouse.
No.
Well. Oh, stop! I want a divorce. The man never brings the milk and bread home. Where's the milk and bread? Where's the milk and bread?
You were like an old married couple.
There's her Patreon. All right, guys.
And he keeps bringing that damn bill over the house all the time.
I thought you liked me, Carly.
He's not really your friend.
No, I don't. He said I don't like him.
He's using you.
Your friends over.
That's awesome, guys. Where do you want to start here, Carly?
Well, let's start with me laughing with what POTUS said.
All right, so I've got the Fab Four.
That should be the first one.
The Fab Four?
Towards the beginning of the...
Up here. Okay, got it. Let's hear it.
Yeah, there
Ready?
he is. Yeah,
All
we can do it in order. I think I put it up for you in order.
All right, because I'm used to going bottom to top.
Calm down.
Oh, my gosh!
And if 1/2 of the things they're saying about her are true,
she shouldn't even be in office. But Cortez
Wow. Okay, so let's hear that one more time.
are from Minnesota. And if one half of the things they're saying about her are true, she shouldn't even be in office. But Cortez.
So he's saying Cortez shouldn't be in office. So what are they
No,
saying?
Ilman, Omar.
Ilman Omar.
If half the things that are being said, like her married to her brother, and all any of these things are true.
And the way that
then
she came to the country, and there's another guy involved, and they were
Tucker's
working
been on her 2 nights
Yep.
in a row. Tucker's been all over her. Now, see, this is the brilliance of our president right here. He's
Agreed.
not saying maybe she did, maybe she didn't. He's always very vague, but he plants the seed. He plants that seed of doubt that anons or other reporters that aren't in the mainstream media pick up on this and start digging on this woman. And
Right.
there's been tons of articles out there. She was married to her brother. She's not who she's cheated on her taxes. She's been ripping off money from her political,
Yeah, there's all kinds of campaign stuff that's going on there.
Yeah.
That Minnesota, the people in Minnesota, there's been a few people fired, actually, people looking into it, and investigators are like, why are we not allowed to look into this information? And now they're all, they're really bending over backwards to hide stuff that's going on with her coming here
But
from
see,
Somalia.
This is the brilliance of our president. He says, yeah, we're friends, but maybe it'll work out, maybe it won't work out. But he's vague, but he plants the seed. This is the Dems playbook right here, because they come out and they say the same thing over and over and over again. All different people, the same tagline, the same Mockingbird media, and they put it in people's heads. He just plants the seed delicately.
And Kiwi
now
is saying
it's up to-
campaign funding violations as well.
Yep. All the dirt's going to come out. And when he says it, like when we went through the whole Kavanaugh thing and everyone's losing their minds and, oh, he did this, he did that. The minute he got up at his rally and made fun of her and said, oh, I don't know. Yeah, he was there. Oh, I don't know. And he made fun of her.
Right.
That's when it ended. That's when it ended, when he planted that seed.
Right.
That's how brilliant this man is.
Mary Jo Case says that she's from Kentucky and not married to her brother.
My daddy married his sister, but didn't affect me, man. Oh my God!
I'm just passing on the information. Don't attack the messenger.
Thank you for that. All right, now let's look at this one. This is pretty silly, huh, Carly? Ready? Here we go.
Oh my, yeah, the Academy
all over
Awards
these
show.
facilities, that children being separated from their parents in front of an American flag, that women were being called these names under an American flag. We cannot allow for this.
And someone
And just like
fainted.
that.
Can you say Kavanaugh 2.0? Give me a freaking break.
I'm sorry. I've been really good about making my little videos off the TV without commentary. I've been really good, but it's sometimes I just can't. I can't hold it back, and I'll try 3 times, and it still comes out. So I'm sorry, guys.
All over these facilities, that children being
Look at the woman
separated from their
fainting.
parents in front of an American flag, that women were being called these names under an American flag. We cannot allow
But I don't even know. The news hasn't shown
And
anything about
someone
which
fainted.
person
Can you
supposedly
say Kavanaugh
fainted.
2.0? Give me a freaking break.
That's awesome.
All over
I mean,
these-
and we got to start calling out this crap, guys. You know, who set up the cages? Who set up all this stuff? It wasn't Trump. It was not Trump. People, right?
Well, did you see DNC? Even Trump called them out on it. They used a photograph for their summit with a photograph from Obama era with
Yeah.
the kids in the cages on the floor. And he called it out in the tweet, and they took it down.
They took it down. Yes, they did.
They took
sure
it down. Now, this is what you have to do. I know we all get angry, and we have different ways of putting our info out there and sharing with each other. But my job, I've taken it on. This is my mantle, is to laugh at these people. And they post something ridiculous, I put up one of my gifts of that woman laughing, getting her hair done, and I just laugh at them because nothing will make a person feel smaller than laughing at them.
That's
They're
right.
ridiculous. They're ridiculous people. They say ridiculous things, and you just have to laugh at them. Stop getting angry. Stop posting stuff that gets you taken down from Twitter because that's what they want.
And
that's exactly what they want.
All of you.
Why are
They're
they acting like we don't
baiting
like
everyone.
children in cages? We love children in cages.
Bill, if you don't stop, will you get him out of here, please?
Shady, tell him.
Bill, back.
Put him away.
Get out of here, Bill.
Enough.
All right, he's gone.
I'm gonna throw my shoe at him. But this is what they want, because I know a lot of you guys out there, I get angry too. I want to cry too. I want to punch something too. But that's what they want. This is how they kick you off of your platform. This is how they get you off of Twitter. They get you off of Facebook. All right? Don't get angry. Show them for what they are, the complete actors and actresses that they are. Laugh at them. They hate that.
Absolutely.
When I laughed at Maddo and I got 1.4 million views because I laughed at her that she was fake crying, she lost her you know what over that.
I want to play this real quick, guys. Ready? This is Roseanne Barr.
Interesting news. For some reason, I stopped snoring. Of course, I didn't know, but Johnny fell asleep in my room one night and ended up sleeping over and said I did not snore. And so now we've been able to sleep together again because I don't snore, which is weird because I don't know why I don't snore. But anyway, so he says he's got a good night's sleep every night, so that's good. Well, this morning at 5:30 a.m., I was awakened by Johnny out of a nice deep
Pretty sure
sleep.
this is what I wanted. Hang on.
And there was Johnny on his side playing the piano on my face. Hey, can you believe that Tucker Carlson is saying bad things about Trump? And like saying AOC is the future of a politician? So he's like helping the people that broke into his house? Huh? Things are weird. Stay calm.
Stay calm.
Do that breathing thing I left
Here you
here
go.
for you. Because you're going to need it. Because a lot of people are going to go into panic mode. And they're counting on that. They're counting on panic mode. Don't do it. Breathe. Stay calm. Don't do nothing. Don't react. Just witness. Take a step back in your mind. Project your thoughts onto an imaginary movie screen in front of you and watch your thoughts. Don't embody them because most of them ain't even yours.
Amazing woman. And I love Roseanne Barr. If anybody knows Roseanne, she wants to come on the show, I would love to have her. Shady and I would be honored to have Roseanne Barr on our show. So that is good advice. It's wise words. They're wise words because, when they do, think of the movie Monsters, Inc. That one is actually a very symbolic movie. I don't know if you've done any research. Just do symbolism in Monsters, Inc. and go do your own dig on it. But the essence of that is they scare children and then they bottle it because they love it. Okay. And people are saying it's
they use it as an energy source.
As an energy source. Okay, guys, this is
sounds
real.
very familiar, doesn't it?
Yes,
sure is familiar.
It sure does. So, guys, Q has reminded us that we are watching a movie, a very carefully scripted movie. And we are. And I want you guys to understand that we're going to see some bad, deep, dark, evil things. That's why we try to lighten it up a little bit and keep those prayers up and, and the focus. Reach out to Roseanne. Roseanne actually does follow me. She does have a secret account that I do know about, but I just don't know if well, let's just do it right now. Hang on. Let's go to Roseanne right now. Let's see. Roseanne. Let's do it all together. from the Matrixxx Groove Hour to Roseanne Barr. And let's go ahead and message her. Aha, I've already asked her. Hello, Roseanne. I am on the Matrixxx Groove Hour. With thousands of Patriots. That's you guys. They want you on, they are asking if you would come on our show. We love you. Is that good, guys? Let me just make sure. R-O-S-E.
Make sure your grammar's right.
A-N-N-E. Is it right? Would come.
Looks good.
All right. And then let's just put the link to this show today so she can come check it. And what time is it right now? So it's about 1:30 into the hour. An hour at 30. Paste. Go to 1:28 in vid.
Future proofs past.
There you go. I love you, Roseanne. We all love you. If you guys love Roseanne, why don't you put what number should we use for Roseanne? 17, because she loves Q. Let's do 17 for Miss Roseanne Barr. If you want her to come on the Matrixxx Groove show her. Shady, what do you think about that? What do you think about that, guys?
Really great time to be alive is what I think, and I would love to have a moment to be able to speak with her.
I got a video of her showing off her Q earrings.
Yeah, she's amazing. I've got a video of her here. This is something that she actually, I believe she retweeted this for me. I went, this is this has 4.9 thousand likes. She retweeted this, and this is when Chelsea got her fired. And I went to bat for her, guys. Because she made fun of Valerie Jarrett, so I did all the Valerie Jarrett for her because, she's a comedian, and she said that Valerie Jarrett looked like Planet of the Apes, and you know what? I mean, sorry, I kind of agree.
Like Zira. She totally looks like Zira. Give me a break.
She does. So this is, and all the trolls were saying George Soros was only 14 years old. Let's listen to George Soros's own words.
And my character was made.
In what way?
That one should think ahead, one should understand and anticipate events, and one is threatened. It was a tremendous threat of evil. I mean, it was a very personal experience of evil.
My understanding is that you went out with this protector of yours who swore that you were his adopted godson.
Yes.
Went out, in fact, and helped in the confiscation of property from the Jews.
That's right.
I mean, that sounds like an experience that would send lots of people to the psychiatric couch for many, many years. Was it difficult?
Not at all. Not at all. Maybe as a child you don't see the connection, but it created no problem at all.
No feeling of guilt.
No.
For example, that I'm Jewish, and here I am watching these people go. I could just as easily be there. I should be there. None of that.
Well, of course, I could be on the other side, or I could be the one from whom the thing is being taken away. But there was no sense that I shouldn't be there, because that was... well, actually, funny way, it's just like in markets.
Yeah,
that
didn't affect them at all.
If I weren't there, of course I wasn't doing it, but somebody else would
if
be
I
taking
wasn't doing
it
it, somebody
away
else
anyhow.
would.
And it was whether I was there or not, I was only a spectator. The property was being taken away. So I had no role in taking away.
And again,
he was 14 years old. And I was... I was 14 years old.
Okay. And people are like saying, oh, he's 14 years old. He's just a kid. 14 years old back in that day is a lot different than 14 years old today. So, Roseanne, if you'd like to come on the show.
13 makes you a man.
Yeah, it is.
13 is when you turn in Jewish faith, that's when you become a man.
That's right. So, Roseanne Barr, please, I would love to have you on the show. You've got a lot of amazing Patriots here. We've had Joe Flynn on here. We've had some, many great Patriots, and would love to have that. Guys, I cannot believe how time flies. Do you have anything else that you want to say, Carly? Do you have anything else you want to cover? Did I miss anything?
Just laugh at them.
Just laugh at them.
Let
Take
your
their power
heartbeats
away.
Be light. Take their power away, because anger and emotion is what they feed on. They're vampires. Vampires are real. Roseanne's got a video about vampires. They're real. They're here. Okay?
Yeah.
Don't feed the vampires. Don't feed the trolls. Laugh at them. Laugh at everybody. You'll feel so much better. Trust me.
Yeah. And that is some great...
I just laugh at the TV now. That's all I do is laugh at the TV.
That's some great advice from our Carly Bonet. We love you, Carly. Thank you for coming.
I can never get sick of that.
I can't either. This is your sound, This sound equals you.
Dun, dun, dun.
I love it. And Shady, real quick, the mainstream media and how they're basically hurting us from views. This is my Patreon. If you guys want to buy us a cup of coffee as well, there's the Patreon. I do have a direct PayPal link. All the videos are in the description, or all the links are in the description of this video, but we are severely being hindered with views, which obviously slows us down a little bit. there's the PayPal link right there for you guys. Also, if you guys want something cool, I do have some shirts. I love this Matrixxx ITMQ Army shirt. I know, I think somebody out there has one. Jackie has one. We've got, a couple mugs. We've got the regular Q shirt, which is there. We've got many different styles and sizes and different things. Please, if you could help us out, that would be awesome. And you can get something cool for it too. Again, and then make sure that you get over to Carly too. Here's Carly's Patreon. She's only got 3. And you know what? I need to get over there, Carly. I forgot to get over there to get you in there, but I'm going to get you over there. There's Carly's Patreon right there. And you've got a GoFundMe as well, Carly. GoFundMe. We want you to do this full time. Maybe you can come on and do your own show on the Matrixxx Groove Hour. We'll talk about that later. What do you guys think about that? Would that be fun?
In the works.
Let's expand our channel. All right. With that, Carly, thank you so much. We love you.
I love you guys. And please, next time, can you just lock Bill up? Please. He gives me the heebie-jeebies.
Carly, what?
No! Get him out of here!
All right, now we got Shady Groove. What do you got, Shady, for our final thoughts as we get our Trinity here? Here she is. We got the phone. We're going to sneak down into molecular form and get the heck out of this Matrixxx.
I can't believe that we've come to another end of another week. Really, another amazing week, guys, and all of you here bringing this conversation to more people, amplifying more, multiply, spread, move, take the information, push it out there as far as you can, and get people paying attention to this stuff. Get people to see that what they're being told is a manipulative reality. They're being manipulated, and they're having a game run on them. And the game that we're trying to show everyone here is that we need to get on the same page. And if we're gonna play a game, let's all know that we're playing a game, and let's point at the right targets out there, and let's take down this gruesome parasite that has been overarchingly controlling this realm for centuries, guys. We're going to do it. That's what the president is on to. Let's not get impatient. Stay the course. Tonight, 10 p.m. on the East Coast. Don't forget, join me back here. It'll be the Q Lounge Live. Matrixxx will be here. We'll be going over some more in-depth stuff about what is going on with some of these earthquakes, what's going on in China Lake, and what is going on with this stuff with Epstein. So we're going to be digging into that a lot deeper tonight, 10 p.m. East. And with that, Matrixxx, I think I'm going to jump first this time because because I like to be out of here before in front of you on the other side, guys. Love you. Much love. We'll see you soon.
Right on. And I basically want to just do one more thing. Again, Q Lounge Live tonight will be at 10 p.m. East. Do not miss it. It's broadcast nationwide, worldwide. Q Lounge Live. Shady Grooove is your host. So we'll see you tonight, Q Lounge Live. That is at 10 p.m. Eastern. Don't miss it. And with that, guys, we are out of here. At intheMatrixx with 3x's.com. Check us out. We got Carly Bonet today. Carly is, oh my gosh, what's her Twitter again? KBQ_25? Shady Grooove with 3 O's on Twitter. Guys, we'll see you soon. Much love to each and every one of you Patriots, each and every one of you mods out there. Kiwi, great job on the decode. We will see you tonight. Q Lounge Live. If you're not sick of us, press 45 if you want to see more of Shady Grooove. See you guys later, guys. Catch you later on tonight. Peace.